Welcome to part 2 of the Maintena Getting Started video series. In this video we will be setting up and working through the maintenance ticket module. So we'll start on the maintenance tickets dashboard, and the first thing we'll do is try to open a new ticket, and we see that there are no locations or assets so far, so we'll have to actually go and create those. When we click on the company menu option on the left and the locations tab at the top, we can click on the add new location button and we'll create a new location called Salt Lake City, and then we'll go back up to the assets and we'll click on add asset. So now we have a location, Salt Lake City, that we'll select. We'll create a new asset name, welding robot A123, and then we'll finish completing the form and we'll add the asset. Now that we have our asset and location, we're going to go back to the company menu, select categories, and we're going to add 2 new categories. The first category we're going to add is a root cause, and the root cause in this scenario we're going to say is an electrical failure. You can create whichever root causes you would like. We'll add the Salt Lake City as the location and add the category. Now we'll add a custom ticket status, and the custom ticket status will be in progress. Again, you can add whichever custom status you would like, whether it's parts ordered or waiting for parts, or however your workflow works for completing tickets. When we go back to the tickets dashboard, now we see that the in progress custom status shows up. We'll click on open ticket, and now we can add Salt Lake City with the asset welding robot A123. We'll give it a ticket name. Ticket description isn't mandatory, but it's probably a good idea to add one. You can add start and end date. Root cause usually comes later, so that's also an optional field. Resolution is an optional field, and then at the very bottom we'll add the ticket priority as well. Now we see our frayed wires ticket in the dashboard. It has a red triangle because it's high priority. We'll open the ticket, and now we'll try to add a vendor. Currently there are no vendors, so we will go back to our company dashboard, open the users tab, and we'll add a new user. This user will be a vendor role. We'll give them a name, an email address, a password, and assign them to a location. And when that's complete, we'll submit the form. Now that we have a vendor, we'll go back to the frayed wires ticket. We'll add vendor, and in the drop-down list we'll see SLC electricians. We'll assign them to the ticket. They'll receive an email notification, and we'll add a work item here, assuming that they gave us an invoice for $500, and we'll say to fix the frayed wires. Now we see the cost associated with our vendor. We're going to change the ticket status to in progress. We'll scroll down and you can see the comment section. We'll add a comment. This is a new comment. You could also add attachments here if you'd like. Photos are definitely useful to take a photo of maybe before and after, or the corrective action that you've taken. Now we'll update the actual ticket. We'll add the root cause of electrical failure, and we'll add a comment as a resolution. Once that's complete, we'll click the Update Ticket button underneath. And if we go back to the dashboard, we'll see that the ticket is now in the In Progress column, the custom status that we set earlier. We'll go back into the ticket. We're going to edit the costs because we underestimated the cost, so the actual cost now is $750 to show you that you can change that. And we'll add an additional work item, assuming that, let's say, they had to come back and it costs another $250. So the total cost for vendors on this ticket would be $1,000. The last thing we'll do before we leave this ticket is we'll look at materials under the resources section, and we'll use items. We're going to pick electrical part, which is stored at the Salt Lake City location. We can see that there are 100 in stock. We're currently not using the shelf location information right now, and we'll use 2 of these parts on this ticket. So when we run a report, the cost for these parts will be associated to this ticket and this work center.